Welcome, everybody. This is Crypto Ed, and welcome to the 8th annual Coinfest. And for those of you who are new to Coinfest, I welcome you all because this is a very exciting celebration of everything crypto. It's been a long journey as we plan this online festival in the midst of this pandemic right now. As we all, and for those of you who have been in the crypto space, who have been following Coinfest, you know that Coinfest is proudly decentralized, meaning we embrace the idea of decentralization, and in we believe in having multiple locations so that people anywhere in the world can gain access to crypto knowledge free of charge. But with the pandemic that's happening right now, it's been difficult for us. The only location we had was at Manchester, which was last week. And we are proud to be
There were a couple in Africa as well.
in Africa as well. That's good. Yeah. And we're proud to be able to put on the online festival so that we can truly say that we are still decentralized, like despite the pandemic. So yeah, I am really excited to have all you guys here today, and we are excited about our lineup of presenters for these 2 days. We have presenters, experts like from the area of DeFi. We have experts of NFTs. We even have a CPA as our tax expert who will be speaking about crypto and taxes. And this is probably very important for all of you guys because we know that the tax man is going to be after his gain, after your gains, and it's better to like pay up the right amount than to be jailed for not paying anything at all. We also have a number of non-developers who are like leaders and co-founders and founders of their own companies, and this is something I'm pretty excited about because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys felt that because you're not a developer, you feel that you don't fit in. But I can tell you that the tables are turning. There are more non-developers who are taking on a more prominent role in the crypto space. And perhaps in the next few years, you could be one of them too. So I'm pretty excited to present to you like our lineup of speakers. And if you don't know too much, and then for those of you who are new to Coinfest, you guys would probably know that we have a pretty big footprint in terms of the scale and scope of gatherings that we've had in the past, where we've had gatherings in almost every continent except for Australia and Antarctica. Maybe once the pandemic's over, we could have a Antarctic cruise. We'll see. But without much ado, I would love to introduce to you the founder of Coinfest, the man who started Coinfest and introduced me to the world of crypto. So I introduce you to Andrew Wagner, founder of Coinfest. So Andrew, you have the stage now.
Thanks, man, for the introduction. Yeah, like you said, Coinfest this year was a lot more painful to organize. It's harder to find sponsors due to pandemic and visa issues and all kinds of problems that he's mentioned. So this year I had to sponsor a lot of the events myself, or rather our company did. We've been running a blockchain gaming hedge fund. And thankfully that's been going well. I mean, a lot of crypto has been doing well lately, but blockchain gaming, NFTs, and the play to earn concepts have been doing particularly well lately. So it was good. We were able to take some of the profits we made investing in these gaming tokens and help the conference out. So I just wanted to show a couple slides about blockchain gaming and play to earn stuff. Yeah, we've been working a lot on it. Hopefully you can all see. The buzzwords have been shifting. I've been using the term blockchain gaming for a while. Lately, play to earn, lately even GameFi. I've heard that one. GameFi, like the combination of DeFi and gaming. So you can see it's still emerging. People are still figuring out what this is when you combine blockchain technology with video games. And it's kind of fun to watch over the years. We've been running this website for a few years. I bought it years ago for only a couple $1,000, really. Back then it was worth. But it's really been growing, man. I mean, this is a graph actually of if you had invested some money in our blockchain gaming fund, and it's been doing well. So you can see a difference here. There's in the red how much money people have been putting in, and in the blue how much money they've been getting out. You can see early on the returns were pretty incredible. It's easier to get incredible returns when the fund is smaller. Everyone knows that. You go for those small cap coins, and we did, and we just exploded. But in general, everyone's multiplied their money. And I think that's a true story in blockchain gaming for a lot of people, especially people who invested in Axie Infinity, other stuff like that. But it's been good. So we've been trying to work on developing all these services around the blockchain gaming economy. Like news, and I did a Wikipedia page to kind of summarize all the terminology that's been coming out. And Isaac has been doing a Block Raiders Guild, just like guilds you've always had in games, except now they span the multiverse, so to speak, or the metaverse. It's hard to keep up with all the terms now, but like you get the idea. It's a blockchain version of a typical gaming guild where ownership of its assets can be decentralized and in the community's hands. And that's just one of several things. We also want to have things like a marketplace. We run some Gala nodes. So, there's all kinds of infrastructure necessary in the blockchain gaming space, nodes and networks for delivering block data, for verifying transactions, all kinds of things are going to be super necessary. It's exciting. And, we've been doing this accelerator program, the blockchain gaming accelerator. So we basically just been finding cool blockchain gaming ideas and projects and investing in them. Step one, helping them out. Step two, definitely in that order. We buy first, and then we try to go to the moon together. But we're pretty picky. I get a lot of people who have an idea for a game who want help developing it, and everyone has an idea for a game. If you're a developer, though, that's a little different. There's always a shortage of developers, with ideas for games compared to people just, and we've had a flood of inquiries in that regard. But as our fund grows in size, I think the number of projects we pick up increases, right? It's just there's a limited amount of money we can realistically invest at this time. But that amount we hope to increase, obviously, if we're successful. And some of the guys in our accelerator program are going to be here today. So after I'm done talking here, there's going to be a blockchain gaming panel. So you'll actually get to talk to some of the developers of these games. And in general, I think it's super exciting. The blockchain gaming concept. Can just show you website links. People are still all about true ownership and NFTs right now, and I think that's super cool. Actually, I'm impressed with, I'm happy that it seems like mainstream gaming starting to recognize that. Like the Electronic Arts CEO was noting NFTs as a technological breakthrough. So, you know, I would like to see, I still think it's going to get more decentralized in the future, moving away from the use of servers entirely at some point, you know, like we see Zaya Tech and Nine Chronicles trying to do. But yeah, I'm going to check the chat. Do we have any questions or anything? How do I do this? Not in this chat. I mean, I've pretty much said what I need to say. I might just see, well, one of our panelists for the next panel, I don't think he's here yet. It's going to be at 9:30. But
maybe you can comment a bit about the state of where the whole like crypto market is in general. I know that like 4 years ago, like Bitcoin was at I mean like around December 2017, Bitcoin was at an all-time high. It just broke 10,000. I remember you were speaking at another conference 4 years ago, and everybody was happy that Bitcoin broke like 10,000. And then I think 2 weeks later, right, it went up to 20K. So where do you think the price of Bitcoin is headed this time around?
well, I do see a couple questions now, but I'll answer yours briefly by saying that I don't try too hard to make Bitcoin price predictions because my obsessive focus is gaming. You should trade in what you know. Okay, that's my expertise. That's what I'm comfortable advising people on. I can say that recently investors in our fund were feeling kind of afraid of a crash, and we had been keeping profits in stable coins. And in retrospect, it does seem to have crashed a little bit since then, since we made that decision. And honestly, bull runs can't last forever. I do start to feel scared after a prolonged period of rise for a long time. But in general, I'm still quite confident in the market. You know, anything that falls, I would call a correction, which is corrections are necessary and healthy. So they don't faze me really. Someone asked how many investors in our company. I don't know if I'm at liberty to disclose exact numbers. So we have a company that we're forming, which is separate from the hedge fund somewhat. You know, there's a blockchain gaming hedge fund that we are managing, and it's got, I don't know, half a dozen to a dozen investors in it, but you have to be accredited. It's a strict KYC, legally compliant process. We don't want to get in trouble. Please don't hurt us, Mr. Taxman. Best blockchains for gaming right now. ETH and its side chains are still king, you know, to be honest. Yeah, the Ethereum, even though the fees are high, you know, yeah, Matic and Phantom, you know, even when people aren't using Ethereum directly because the fees are too high, they're often using a side chain of Ethereum, such as Matic, like someone in the chat has noted. Another one that's becoming very popular lately is Immutable X. And that's been attracting some of those, you know, AAA games that look like they have like high blockbuster level developer quality. So some people are getting excited about Immutable X, which it's again, it's a ETH sidechain, which is kind of cool, you know, because then they're all compatible with each other. Gala's another big one because you know, Gala has made our fund pretty happy. We got in early because, you know, I just assumed it might go viral because it's that one of the Farmville guys was doing it. And he had a lot of resources and he hired a really good marketing guy. And Gala wants to be a fully decentralized type of gaming ecosystem as well. And we have a couple founders nodes. One I'm really excited about is Zaya, which I'm never sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Zaya. Fully decentralized blockchain gaming platform, no servers required. The whole map and all of its game logic are on chain. That's super cool to me. You can have no mods or admins if you don't want them, which poses interesting new questions and conversations, but is exciting to me. Wax, someone asked, thoughts on Wax? I've been seeing Wax used less lately as a dedicated platform for gaming than I have been seeing it used as a marketplace for NFTs, which various games choose to connect to and mint their NFTs or sell them on Wax. But the game is not being played on Wax. It's like adjacent to these different games I've seen, and which is a cool thing in general. We've been seeing lots of cross-chain interoperability, which is super cool. Hash Kings, we've been doing a lot of that lately. Yeah, by making bridges between the different blockchains so that we can move a token between one and another, trade pools on each side chain, etc. When Luke gets here, hopefully by 9:30, he'll tell you all about it, or we'll tell you all about it. For now, I'll just keep going through questions. Someone's asking about the metaverse. Yeah, the metaverse tokens have been exploding. Prices have been going through the roof. Man, I sold too soon. Sorry, Ed. Ed's involved in our fund, so I have to apologize to Ed. But it's good. It's good in general. It brings attention and eyes to the blockchain gaming space and the blockchain space in general. We're currently not invested in any of the metaverse tokens because they all just went up a lot. That's when you sell. That's how it works. But I wouldn't blame you if you were. It seems really exciting. I even had stuff that I've built or been wanting to build in Decentraland. Predictions on metaverse platforms. Will the conglomerates win or decentralized? That is kind of a battle, if you want to frame it that way, like what philosophically, which type of platform will reign. You can see that a little bit maybe with Sandbox versus Decentraland, although I bet the Sandbox guys would disagree with me for saying that. But the thing is that, Decentraland is completely DAO governed, and it was community created and developed. Decentraland is very much, I was referring to former Facebook and now Meta. Oh, what? They have Oculus. I mean, yeah, Facebook is doing a metaverse too, but I don't see it being taken seriously in the blockchain space at this time. And I don't know, different reasons for that. Oh, Luke's already in the presentation. Okay, he just let me know because I was talking about him. No, I'm not talking about you behind your back. Sorry. But anyway, Facebook has currently not got a good reputation, neither with the government nor with the internet underground, which is a terrible combination if you want to get a platform with the network effects off the ground. Where you don't have the government on your side, you don't have the hackers on your side. How many people trust Meta or Facebook or whatever you want to call it? The fact that I have to say whatever you want to call it, I think really decreases the public trust even further. Like he's trying to lie about what it is. It's not working. I think I don't think there really will be one dominant kind of metaverse platform. It's distributed territory. You know, there's not one country on Earth. There need not be one metaverse platform on the metaverse. And I'm mixing my terminology somewhat, but I think you understand my point. There will be lots of them, but you know, some will be more decentralized than others will. And we're definitely seeing that. But in terms of market cap, Decentraland has been leading the way. You can see, you know, if that's what the market wants. I think the market wants, people want their metaverse to not be controlled by a central authority with motives that are not aligned with theirs. And you can see that people don't want that because of how well Mana and Decentraland are doing market cap wise. And I don't see that eroding. I could see maybe Sandbox overtaking them. They've been doing well with their development and acquiring partners, but Sandbox, it's still not going to be anywhere near as centralized or heinous as we might suspect Mark Zuckerberg of doing. Which sites would you recommend following to stay up to date on GameFi/blockchain gaming news? I'd like to say ours, but we still have a lot of work to do on our site. So I'm just going to say egamers.io is one. In general, though, all of the blockchain gaming outlets these days are carrying blockchain gaming news. I see a lot on Cointelegraph almost every day. Sometimes big stories hit CoinDesk, you know, and they can have, you know, like when they prefer to talk about larger, more mainstream topics. Most of us get our news just through social media and Telegram and stuff, Discord. Although Discord is just ridden with spam now. It's getting ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, it's exciting. We're getting close to 9:30. Pretty sure both of our panelists are here. So I'm gonna wrap up my ramblings for now and get Ed to try to organize for our next talk.